Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. Hope you're ready to get this morning started. I know I am. I just lost what I was looking at. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are ready to get this day started. Welcome. Let's do the introduction really fast. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo White, the only Live Past Crazy specialist, so what better place to be than here with me. Hope you guys are ready to get this morning started. Here it is. I had to grab it because I couldn't remember. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all like my two little pigtails coming out today? All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the show yesterday. And if you missed it, please go back and watch it. We had a good time yesterday. We talked about I Told You So. And did y'all look at the commercials for those who watch TV? Did you look at the commercials to see how many things people told you you were? That you were sick, that you were ill, that you were whatever this thing was. Did you try that yesterday? It's really interesting when you take a minute to look at it. So please make sure you share the show. Sharing is caring. Friends, if you don't have Facebook, send them to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Don't forget the podcast, the books, the movie. If they don't do any of that, tell them I said Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Because we are grand and we are rising this morning. How about that? So the quote of the day, we have two. Elegance is when the inside is as beautiful as the outside. And the second one is a woman with a voice is by definition a strong woman. I feel like that, I'm not even going to touch it. I feel like, is my face cut off? Y'all guys can see me okay? A woman with a voice is by definition a strong woman. Elegance is when the inside is as beautiful as the outside. And I don't know whose quotes those are. I just found them. And they didn't have any names attached to them. So today, absolutely, Joshua, is it not? It is. And there's an amazing thing, huh? And just my imagination, Smokey Robinson. My mother was in love with Smokey Robinson. Like she adored him. So today we're talking about imagination. And I was thinking, so I wanted to share my thoughts with you about what I thought about imagination and just some ideas, and y'all can tell me what you think. So, imagination. And I'm going to put imagination and vision in the same, as meaning the same thing, okay? So imagination and vision meaning the same meaning the same thing. When we have our imagination or our vision and we're dreaming about where we want to go and what we want to be, and we wrote it down, sometimes it's difficult. I want to talk about the difficulties of it and then what we can do about it. Sometimes it's difficult because we're fighting the present. We're fighting the present, meaning I'm writing this vision to say this is what I want, but I'm fighting the present of the presence of what I am seeing right now. I know I said I wanted this thing, but I can't stop fighting the present. I can't stop fighting my reality. And in order to adapt to your imagination, adapt to your vision, and to begin to go and grow to it, you've got to stop fighting the present. You've got to stop fighting the current. Good morning, Miss Shay. How are you? So with our imagination and our vision, one of the problems is we're fighting our present. We're fighting our current reality. So we need to perhaps find a different way to. And so this is what I did. I'll give an example. When things were really hard for me, I would always say this, and my forethought was, I'm doing this today for this tomorrow. This is just a step along the way to my next. This is not who I am. This is my vision is who I am. And so what would the future JoJo act like in this situation? And I stopped fighting the present. Now, here's another problem that we may have. Because we don't know exactly what our new reality will look like, it's hard to accept it. Even though we wrote it down, it's still hard for us to accept what it may look like, simply because we've never seen it before, simply because our reality, what we're seeing right now, says it's absolutely impossible for that thing to be true. So you're fighting the present, and you're trying your best to see the new vision and a new reality of what you want. But because you've never seen it before, you're having a hard time grasping it. And remember, we talked about that believing is not seeing. Believe, the quote that says believing is seeing, but you got to believe it first before you can see it. That you got to have the thought, and then you have to have the belief, then you can see it. You need to live in that belief stage a really long time, perhaps before you get to the seeing stage. And some of us, we get tired. We get tired in that belief stage. We get tired in that dream phase. We get tired in working towards the vision stage. We get tired there because we want to see the end result, i.e., which is why people have said, hey, JoJo, how do you get up and do the show every morning? This vision here is what I see. So 3 years, 4 years, I get up and see it. I don't even bother to look at the stats of the show anymore. Because at first I used to look at the stats of the show and be like, nobody's watching. There's no need for me to do that. That has nothing to do with my vision. It has nothing to do with my imagination of where this is going. And because some of us, when we start things, that we can't immediately see the result and the change of the thing. I can't see the progress of it. I can't see the money of it. I can't see me making a change. I can't see any of the differences. Because I can't see that right now, I give up on the vision of it. I give up on my imagination of what I thought I wanted, because I can't see it right now. Absolutely, Joshua. It represents hope. And so we get frustrated because we don't really know. We have a vision or an idea of what our dream reality or our new vision is going to look like. But because we've never seen it before, we're still fighting our present. And because you're working in it, right, and you're constantly working in it, you want to see some instant results. And sometimes you've got to live in that belief stage just a little while longer before you get to the seeing stage. Thank you. Oh, Joshua, I appreciate you. Thank you. And here's the thing. You've only had, and this is another confusing part. Remember, we talked about where chaos meets? This is another chaos moment, is you've only had this new vision for a little while when your current reality has been with you always. And you're used to seeing your current reality. So when you assume that because you're thinking a new thought and because you've done a new thing, that things should be changing quicker. And because you're working on yourself, you should see it. You got to realize this old reality, you've lived it for a very long time, and you've built up things in that reality for a very long time. So it's going to take you a period of time to get past that thing. Now you can heal as fast and as slow as you want. That is also a true statement. But you got to be willing to do the work. So you've only had this vision for a minute, maybe a month, maybe 30, 60, 90, 12 months, right? And you've had your reality your whole life. As you begin to peel things back, then you begin to move. Then you can see. So in there, you need to hold on to that vision and that reality and stop fighting the present. Know that the thing that you're working on and the thing that you're doing is adding to that vision of where you want to go. It's adding to where you want to be. And if we don't realize that part, what will happen is we will start and stop. Remember we talked about that? Stop, starting and stopping. You're good at stopping. You're good at starting things, and you're good at stopping things. You're good at not completing things. Today, I want to encourage you to complete a thing. Hold to that vision until you see it to the end. And what's really difficult, here's a new one, is that your new life and the new you is so drastically different than where you are, simply because it's out of your scope of imagination. Good morning, Miss Lowe. That's why it's difficult. Your new you, the new life that you say you wanted, maybe, like, honey, when I wanted to release those 32 pounds, I could not see it. It was because it was outside of the scope of my imagination. So if you did like we did yesterday and we wrote down all the big things that if nobody told us we couldn't have, we'd write it down. So write down that big thing. And because you wrote down that big thing and it's scary and it seems like it's so far off, the new, and you can't even, it's so far off, and your current reality challenges that. Because this big thing is outside of your scope of imagination. That's why you need to imagine, which is image, which is vision, which is seeing, which is believing. You need to see that every day. It needs to be at the forefront of your mind so that when chaos comes and you want to fight the present because your reality is not matching your vision and you want to fight that thing, your scope of imagination needs to be able to hold you, meaning my vision needs to be able to hold me while I am going through these steps. That's why I wish you guys could see it. It's even on my phone. That's why it's here. That's why it's there. They're there. I see them everywhere. That rhymes. I put it everywhere. So on those days where I don't necessarily understand, or I'm fighting the present, or my scope of imagination for this moment is blowing my mind because I see this, but I don't see this, my imagination holds me. Absolutely, Joshua. Just my imagination. It is in the possibilities of the thing. So this is what I want you to do. I don't want you to be stubborn and hold on to the version of you that doesn't serve you anymore. So as you're growing, and as you're going and you're doing and you're visioning and you're imagining, don't be stubborn and hold on to the version of you that doesn't serve you. Come on, Mr. Smith, A to the man. It will feel, and you will feel like you're at home. Like over here on Team Abundance, because there's only two teams in this world, Team Lack and Team Abundance. And if you don't choose, you already chose. And over here on Team Abundance, not only do we have certain rules and regulations, but we breathe differently. We are speaking your language. Right now, you may be over on Team Land talking about, yeah, I'm leaving out of here. I'm about to be a millionaire. I'm about to do all these things. And they don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. They're not meant to. You need to change your team first because they're not speaking your language anymore. And so as you are transitioning, right, to a different version of you, a different reality, don't be stubborn and hold on to that and say, well, they are my friends. We're not discounting anybody. What we're saying is that if you hold on to this vision and if you talk it long enough, when you show up here, Team Abundance is speaking your moving language, and you don't have to change how you speak and how you talk. You don't have to change or rearrange your dreams and your thoughts and your ideas. A to the man, Miss Shay. And I got your video coming, I promise. So on this lovely day, don't be stubborn and hold on to a version of you that doesn't serve you. Not only does it not serve you, it's not serving anybody around you. It's not serving your parents, brothers, sisters, cousins. It's not serving anybody. So here's some things we've got to do. We got to be clear about what it is. We got to be clear about our vision. Put it somewhere. Put that vision somewhere. Decide that you will have it. Experience it in some way every day. And then surrender to the idea that it will happen. So we're going to be clear about it. And if you're a God's girl, it says write the vision and make it plain. Some of us, we don't want to write it because if we write it, it is overwhelming. It means that now we are required to do something about our current situation. And as long as I pretend that I don't know, we talked about that. What are you pretending that you don't know? As long as I pretend that I don't know, that means I don't have to take responsibility about changing any of it. And the minute you write it down, something is going to be required of you to change exactly what you said you wanted. There will become responsibilities. You want to pray that God himself come down and make a way for you, honey. You requiring something of him. He is requiring something of you. Write that vision. And some of us, we don't want to do it because it's scary and it's overwhelming, but you need to be clear about where you want to go. Listen. My first year in college, when I wanted to go to the club, I was clear I wanted to go to the club. I didn't have a dime to my name, but you can best bet on Tuesday, college night, I had money to show up at the local club. Be clear about what it is that you want. You clear that you don't want to release that weight because you keep eating the way you do. Because your actions will make a lie out of your words every day of the week. Decide. So now that we're clear, decide that we will have it. I will be the first millionaire in my family. There will be the Waddell Twitty legacy trust. It will take care of generations to come. Decide that you will have it. You decide everything else. You decide you fixing to go to Target. You decide what you fixing to have for dinner. You decide what you fixing to wear. Decide that thing and then experience it. Right? Rashad, is that not real? Then I want you to experience the thing. Meaning, as you're writing your vision, amen. Listen, when I say I want to be the first millionaire in my family, I try to find millionaire friends that can help me understand millionaire language. And if I don't have millionaire friends, honey, I read millionaire books. I go riding in their neighborhood and say, oh, well, I like, and I get my ideas of what mine is going to look like. And don't be afraid of abundance. Honey, you are part of nature. You are part of creator. You are put here to be abundant in all things. We were put here to take dominion. And if that doesn't mean abundance, I don't know what is. So go experience that thing. If you want to leave your home, your current community, honey, go drive in another community. Go look at the possibility of the things before you say it can't be. Just go experience it. Go try it out. And then number 4, surrender to the idea that it will happen. So when I was asking people for money to feed me and my kids, when I was picking up pennies off the street to feed us, when we was in the homeless shelter, when the lights and the water and the gas is off, and washing clothes in the bathtub with hand soap because I didn't have enough money to buy washing powders. Right there, I surrendered to the idea that what I am seeing, my vision, it will happen. So I might have been in that bathtub, honey, scrubbing my clothes with a bar of soap. But in my mind's eye, your imagination, my vision, honey, my house manager was doing it for me. And here's what I was thinking. I'm doing this so that when my house manager needs to do it, I can tell her how to do it, or I can tell him how to do it. Okay. When my lights were off because I didn't make enough money, because I didn't take responsibility to do my resume over to get a better job, because I wanted to hold on to that story of lack, I said, at least I'm learning that when somebody lights is off, this is what you do so I can help the next sister that comes behind me, because this will not happen. Surrender to the idea that what you want will happen. I surrender to the idea that I will be a multimillionaire. I surrender to the idea that the only live past crazy specialist will be this. I surrender. There are no questions for me. I don't question that thing. Come on, Joshua. At least they were clean, Shay. At least they were clean. So your current reality is hard to, you're fighting that, and you're being stubborn and holding on to that simply because the new version of you is so far outside of your scope of imagination. Like, it was hard for me to imagine being able to pay bills on time because I didn't have enough money at the moment to pay them, period. And some of us, it is hard because it's so far. It doesn't matter that if you're here and you want to be president of the United States. Honey, I wanted to be a doctor, PhD. I wanted to be president of the United States. There's still a possibility. I wanted to own my own business. I have 4. I wanted to own a library. We have Fearless Reading Bookstore. As a kid, go back to when you were a child and write those things down. What were your dreams and goals? As we talked about yesterday, write it down, revisit it, and I promise within a year, your brain takes a snapshot and it's going to make sure it happens. Come back and see what you've accomplished. And it's okay if you don't know exactly what your new vision is going to look like. Be easy with yourself. It's simply because you've never seen it before. You've only had a vision of what you see right now. Like, JoJo, this is all I know. What are you talking about? I can't, because life is so hard, I can't possibly see anything else. And my friend, I'm telling you, that's right there. That's what, as Daddy say, where the rubber meets the road. You're going to have to see something different, friend. Because if you can't see anything different, you will surrender to your current reality and you will feel as if the whole world is against you. No, you chose Team Lack. Team Lack will have you believing there is no good in this world. And they will mean well. And they will assume that they're trying to protect you. I want you to understand, they have loved you to their faith level. It's time for you to love yourself to your faith level. Absolutely, Josh. We got to be gentle with yourself. So as you love yourself to your faith level, and in between, this is what you asked for, and this is where you are. Right here lies your disbelief. This is where you need to have that vision always before you. This is where you need to stop fighting the present, what is going on. Because what I understood is it didn't matter what happened here, because my vision was not changing. This is not changing, so I don't care what happens here. I'm coming here. Where I am, I'm going there. So what happens in between is just getting me closer. And what happens is the more you focus on here and every step that you take as you go, as you grow, you get closer to this thing, right? And then what happens here is that you shorten your disbelief. So now that as you knock each one down, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can do this. Your disbelief gets shorter. So you can see the vision clearer and clearer as you go. So be clear about what it is that you want. Decide that you will have it. And I need you to experience it, honey. And then surrender to the idea that it will happen. As my daddy would say, you better be on that vision like 40 going north. If you're from North Carolina, 40 is going up the mountain. He said, you better be on it like 40 going north. Don't be stubborn and hold on to the version of you that doesn't serve you. It hasn't worked for years. So let's just be real. This hasn't worked. Let's try something else. And some of us, we say, well, I keep trying. Be consistent with it and stop saying I'm trying. Say I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. If today is your first day on your journey to wherever it is that you want to be, whatever it is that you want to do, however you want to change your mind, say that you're doing that. You're not trying. Trying implies that it's not going to work, or there's a possibility that it might not work. If you're saying this is the thing I'm doing this vision, there are no leadways or there are no objectives to that this is going to happen. Absolutely, Miss Shay. You will understand. Listen, I could not understand my process. It's been in the making for 17 years. I couldn't understand it. I didn't fully step into it until October of last year. I'm not the same person I was from January last year to March, and from June to October of last year, from October to today. I don't even recognize that person from January 2020. Honey, 2019, who was that? 2018, who? I don't even. And I need you to surrender to the idea that it will happen. Even if you say, but JoJo, it's so big, I can't comprehend it, honey. Write the vision. And now can we work that thing backwards and put it in baby steps? The first step is to change my mindset. The first step is to decide. The second step is decide that I will have it. Then I'm going to experience it. Then I'm going to surrender to it. So break it down. If your vision is to be a multimillionaire, boo, the first thing you need to do is look at your bank account every day. If you want to write a book, the first thing, honey, is to start writing. They know we want to make it big when it's small and it's easy. Your new life or the new version of you is blowing your mind. And because it's outside of your scope of imagination, it's hard for you. They did. Let me tell you, working at McDonald's, Rashad, from 14 to 22, taught me some things. I love Rutherford County. And there are so many isms that we use. And when you're growing up, you think, I can't wait to get out of this place. And it's not until you're older that you realize it gave you a great foundation for where you wanted to be. Because my daddy was adamant. He was like, oh, you want to be equal. You want to do the same thing a man do. Take out the trash. Empty them big, heavy grease fats. And I did all the things. And he was adamant about, if you want this thing, then don't let it. Why would you listen to somebody telling you that you can't have it when they haven't even tried it? Of course, my daddy didn't say it in those words. He might have put a colorful cuss words in there, but that's what he meant. He taught me, honey, you a Waddell. That means something. And honey, you, whatever your last name, that means something. Honey, stand on that. Flat-footed, chest out, head up, shoulders back, honey. Say that name. So, and it's amazing. It's going to be an absolutely amazing day. Elegance is when the inside is as beautiful as the outside. Absolutely, Joshua. We've got to be consistent. So stop fighting. And Joshua gave us the song of the day, Just My Imagination by Smokey Robinson. Stop fighting the present. You know exactly that your new reality, it can be. It's just blowing your mind right now because of what you see. Honey, this current reality doesn't mean a thing to me because my focus is here. Absolutely, Joshua. And I go out every morning, sun or not, and I stand on that front porch with my head to the sky, and I receive all of my blessings and my abundance that are mine for today. I need you to understand that you are in the position to receive abundance and possibilities. Some of us don't even know that we are even in that position to receive it. So even if the blessing and abundance wanted to come to us, it can't. By the temptations. Thank you. That is right. Joshua is the man. So today, get in a position to receive your abundance and your blessings. Get in that position. The Creator, God Himself, put you here for a reason. And He said a lot of stuff. Wherever you place your foot is yours. Go take dominion. Everything was in the affirmative. Nothing was in the negative. Let the strong say, I am. Let the weak say, I am strong. I had it backwards. Everything was in the affirmative. Don't put it in the negative today. Honey, go receive your abundance. Go live it all out. It says your foundations are made with rubies. And if you would take the time to take the sides off your tent, He could add more to you. You got to first believe it here, though, in the possibilities of the thing. Come on, Joshua. Whatever you put after I am, it is so. Life and death. Give your words in your breath direction every morning. Every morning, give your words in your breath direction. And even if you woke up and you've already brushed your teeth, put on your lipstick, honey, I'm dressed for the day. You still have time to give your words in breath direction. Today, I give my words in my breath direction to give abundance to me. Today, I give my words in my breath direction to show me my blessing that is just for me today. Today, I give my words in my breath direction to show me how I can bless somebody else today. Honey, give those words something to do. That's why they keep coming back to you void, because you didn't give them a thing to do. Give them a thing to do. So on this lovely day, I hope you have the most amazing day. I hope this has helped somebody today, guys. If it has, please let me know. Honey, we share, because I don't want y'all to either, one, live in the crazy that I lived in, two, know that you can live past it, and three, whatever I'm learning or going through, I want to share in hopes that it will help somebody on this here day. If this was not for you, honey, please leave it for somebody else. If it was, please take it, use it, and share it for somebody else. Absolutely, Joshua. And we've got to work. And you're not trying, you're doing. So take trying out of your vocabulary today. Be clear, decide you will have it, experience, and then surrender to the idea that it will happen. So if you share the show, please make sure you tag me so that I can properly tell you thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Make sure you catch the YouTube channel. We have all the Fearless Morning shows over there, so you can binge watch all 3 years. Going to be 4 years in November of the Fearless Morning Show over there. We have 7 books. We have the movie The Last Time with Mr. Tommy Ford. The podcast is on Pandora, so you can take me in the car. iHeartRadio, you can take me in the car. Amazon Music, you can take me wherever. It is everywhere podcasts are found, whether you have an Android or Apple. So I hope you have the most amazing day. And the books are found on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart.com. Honey, the books are everywhere. I just found out, honey, not when I'm in Chinese, I'm in Spanish. Somebody has put my book in Dutch. Honey, grab it in a different language. Honey, whatever helps you, allow it to help you. So I hope you have the most amazing day ever. I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. Okay, I want you to have the most amazing day ever. And I'll see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.